麦克风跟输入音效，所以它现在应该是有过来的，对吧？等一下。他现在在直播了耶，我看一下是不是在播音乐。如果在播音乐，我们可以过去了，这样我就可以确认是不是开始。上面写的 waiting， 好哦。那那个可以帮我看一下这边的部分。一条回来再次，好，确定。现在已经过去串流了，对不对？然后我先把它丢过来好了。嗨，大家好！等等，在2-3分钟的时候就要开始 Google 的直播了。对，然后呢，这是2023年第一场发表会。那因为刚好时间啊就是时间刚好不是在半夜啦，所以我比较有时间可以看这样。不然我以前都是要一早起来。然后再去看这个整个的直播这样子，以前呢我都是这样做的啦。那通常呢安妮也是不太会有参与，所以呢这次呢特别把安妮揪过来这样子，因为这次的内容呢其实跟搜寻地图，还有这一次 Google 针对像是一些 Google Lens 就是智慧搜寻的功能呢去做一些提升，看看它下一步的发表做到哪边。然后那当然啦，因为前阵子的时候呢已经有人说呢，就是 Google 自己有说明了，就是说他们呢会开始在做一个叫做 Braid 的功能，就是新的 Open AI。你知道最近的那个 ChatGPT 非常红吗？
那是什么？
就是有一个机器人，它可以直接帮你啊去做呢回答问题，还有做其他的一个使用这样。你可以叫他写 C 的程式哦，那你可以问他说你要写什么脚本这些东西，我觉得还蛮厉害的，是一个很酷的那个。的东西，对。好，因为现在还有1-2分钟，我想要测试一下影片的大小声，所以我先跳出来。那这一次我们直播的话呢，可能会比较 OK 一点，因为我们可以直接用就是 Chromecast Google TV 呢去做到这个直播的准备。对，然后我想要试一下，看看声音的大小是不是 OK 的。今天的那个 LeBron James 拿到了 NBA 最高的分数。
安妮正在玩手。
对，安妮正在玩手游。你有没有拿麦克风啊？你带上去啊。
好，再讲一次，安妮正在玩手游。
我发现那个有过来，可是声音没有过来。
哪边？
就是 Chromecast Google TV 的声音没有过来。
那你觉得怎么办？放大声一点，用麦接吗？
对啊，可能要这样子。不好意思，我们再测试一下我们的设备，看看是怎么样才会是正确的这样。不好意思哦，趁现在还有点时间，他们还没开始的时间，我赶快来测一下。看这样听不听得到？我觉得对我们来讲也是蛮大声的。
LeBron James, a shot in history. LeBron stands alone.
如果声音 OK 的话呢，就是用这样的方式，不然就是要选。
Scoring record now belongs to LeBron James.
这个声音应该是可以的。OK， 好，现在看起来这个声音应该是 OK。等一下我们随时透过那个大小声的方式做调整。最主要的原因是因为呢，等一下 Google 要发表它的那个直播。那有趣的事情呢，就是因为我们要测试一下我们的设备，看看那个声音是不是听得到的。那我们现在做的方式呢，是让我们前面的荧幕呢，去用我们的 Nest Audio 呢，去把这个喇叭播出来。对，所以我随时就会稍微做一下监控，听一下声音，看对不对，看看声音会不会太大或太小声。因为这截取盒真的就没声音嘞，蛮特别的。 照道理讲，应该是这边的声音如果出去，应该就不用再做处理了。不过没关系，等一下看一下，因为我是直接点这边的。
可是有杠，为什么？
对啊，等一下看它会不会有这样过来才知道。等一下，点一下这个好了。对，我们正在 check 我们的设备，看是不是都是正确的这样子。准确的。对。已经有很多人，已经有3个朋友了过来 Google 发表会里面来看嘞，哇，我们看来
要听你翻译。
哇，大家真的是太看得起我了，这样，我希望我等一下多少看得懂啦，因为今天讲的东西其实跟硬体比较没有关系，其实都比较多的地方是在 Google 的软体的服务。不过我要先跟大家先 recap 一下因为其实我去年的就是 Google I/O 的发表会，软体方面的发表会呢，我有看，然后前年的我有看，其实有很多的一些设施跟一些，就是它里面提到的一些软体技术的内容啊，是很令人期待的。只是你知道这样吗？就是台湾到现在，来，开始了，它会延迟，我等一下确认一下才知道。你用麦克风给他说。
Hello everyone, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Welcome.
Bonjour. Welcome. Bonjour. Bonjour.
Before we start, I'd like to join Matt in acknowledging the tragic loss of life and the widespread destruction from the earthquakes in Turkey and Syria. Our hearts are with the people.
对，听起来是没有重叠的。
Now, we're here in France, the birthplace of several giants of science and mathematics. Blaise Pascal, Pierre de Fermat, Joseph Fourier, to name just a few.
其实我每次听到印度人讲英文的时候呢，我真的要看字幕，不然我真的觉得好难听得懂。就是印度语的。现在是巴黎的下午，所以他在这边做这个 AI 的。
5 kilometers from the final resting place of Pascal, my favorite mathematician. What a fitting setting to talk about the next frontier for our information products.
他一开始就从地图开始做那个设定了。
Our very first founder's letter said that our goal is to significantly improve the lives of as many people as possible.
好，那我要认真开始练
That's
英
why
文。
our product has a singular focus, to be helpful to you in moments big and small.
他重点是他要做一些比较明确的方式去帮助人们去在生活中的 AI 的地方去做帮助。其实 Google 现在也在做这件事，没有错。看他怎么做。
In language understanding.
哦，这很重要。他说语言的了解在 Google 里面是一个要做很大的一个进步，是蛮重要。
Delicious-looking flaky French pastry in the shape of a heart, and help you identify exactly what you're looking for. But we didn't stop there. Through our ongoing investments in AI,
他搜寻的时候有没有？他找到东西，如果说他要找到食物的话，他都要先从怎么样东西看起来是可口的东西去做一个呈现，这都是在他们 Google 的运算里面的。
With this deeper understanding, we're moving beyond the traditional notion of search to help you make sense of information in new ways. So now you can simply take a picture with Lens to instantly learn.
这个也是有啊，就是现在 Google Lens 里面有这个功能，你应该知道吧？照相机里面有 Google Lens， 你只要照完之后，它就帮你找，看它是什么东西。像这是蝴蝶笔嘛，它就会去找。
You can get directed to the exact point in a video that's relevant to you. Like they're showing you how to put the chain back on.
哦，就是脚踏车绕累了之后要怎么把它放回去。
You can see it from all angles.
它这好像是 recap 在讲说现在有的东西。
Place it in your living room.
这个在台湾的 AI 应用好像真的比较少，直接帮你放沙发，然后去量测距离的东西比较少。这个我用过。Google 的那个即时地景，你用过这个吗？
没有。
你走路的时候，你可以把你的那个手放在上面，然后它会对建筑物，对完之后告诉你说你现在方位在哪边，然后你要往左往右这样。
But as we always say, search will never be a solved problem.
这不是月球表面吗？
Although we are almost 25 years in, search is still our biggest moonshot. The thing is, that moon keeps moving.
Moonshot 就只说是月射的意思，就是射到月球的一部非常大
two
的。
things are constantly changing. First, how people expect to engage with information naturally and intuitively. And second, how technology can empower that experience. And so we're creating new search
它让
experiences
人们
that
能够
work
更
more
容易
like
的
our
去接
minds,
触到
that
新的
reflect how
科
we as
技
people
的事物带给他的
naturally
改
make
变
sense
跟
of the
帮
world.
助。
As we enter this new era of search, you'll be able to understand information, no matter what language it originated in. Search anyway and anywhere, be it on your screen or to explore the real world, and express yourself and
这种想
unlock
事
your
情是
creativity
蛮重要的，就
in
是
new
说你要
ways.
怎么样从搜寻的地方是更自
Let's start
然
with
的，
understanding
像我们
information.
平常在看的时候，而且它不会因为语
We've
言的地
seen
方
time
去
and
做
time
限
again
制，要
that
懂得这
access to
张照片
information
或这个
empowers
东西
people.
图像所表达出来的
But for centuries,
的东西。
information was largely confined to the language it was created or spoken in, and only accessible to people who understand that language. With Google Translate, we can break down language barriers and unlock information regardless of the language of its origin.
是啊，用 Google 翻译其实
Over a
是
billion people around
可以
the
让
world
大部分人
today
可以理解。
use Translate
大部
across
分来说，这
133
些
languages
语言之
to
间的
understand
部分，
conversations, online information, and the real
还
world.
有就是
For example, Translate has been a lifeline to help those displaced from Ukraine adjust to daily life
哦，
in new
真的
countries.
假的？
In the war's early days, Ukrainian Google Translate queries grew in Polish, German, and other European languages as Ukrainians
实时
seeking
的翻
refuge
译耶。
turned to it for
当你把
critical
你的
information in their language.
照片照下去，它可以直接实时的
We
做翻译
recently
去
added
做转译的
33
动
new
作。
languages to Translate's offline mode, including Corsican, Latin, and Yiddish, to name just
这
a
我记得
few.
跟去年在讲
So
的时候
even
也
if
讲
you're
到这个
somewhere
东西，
without
就是
access to
说
the internet,
不断的在
you'll
新
get the
增其
translation
他
help
不同国家的
you
语
need.
言去做所谓的翻译。那 offline
And soon,
translation 就只
it'll
说它
bring
是
you a
离线
richer,
翻译的功能。
more intuitive way to translate words that have multiple meanings and translations. So whether you're trying to buy a new novel or celebrate a novel idea, you'll have the context you need to use the right turn of phrase. We'll begin rolling this out in several languages in the coming weeks. But there's still more we can do to bridge language divides. To bring the power of Translate to even more languages, we use zero-shot machine translation, an
Zero
advanced
shot
AI
machine
technique
translation，这是什么东
that
西？
learns to translate into another language without ever seeing translation pairs. Thanks to zero-shot machine translation, we've added 24 new languages to Translate this past year.
这是什么
In
样的
total,
技术啊？为什么可以
over 300 million people speak these newly added languages. That's roughly the equivalent of bringing translation to the entire United States. Well, language is at the heart of how we communicate as people. Another important way we make sense of information is visually.
哦
As we're fond
让
of
这
saying,
些
your
东西
camera
变成文
is the
字化
next
的方
keyboard.
式，可以去看得见。
That's why back in 2017, we redefined what it means to search by introducing Lens. So you can search what you see with your camera or photos.
哇，
We've
真的好
since
硬
brought Lens directly to the
再
search
来
bar,
看一下。
and we've continued to bring you new capabilities, like shopping within an image and step-by-step homework help. I'm excited to announce that we've just reached a major new milestone. People now use Lens more than 10 billion times a month. This signals that visual
这个
search
都我到台
has
湾用的
moved from
蛮
a
少的。
novelty
用这
to
个
reality.
camera 去做
As we
搜寻的
predicted,
方式，去找到你要
The
的资
age
讯
of。visual search is here. In the context of
The age of
translation,
vision.
understanding isn't just about the languages we use. It's also about the visuals we see. Often, it's the words with context, like background images, that create meaning. And so in Lens, a new advancement helps
Not
you
just
translate the
texting.
whole picture, not just the
Oh.
text in it. Before, when translating text in an image, we'd block part of the background. Now, instead of covering the text, we erase it, recreate the pixels underneath with an AI-generated background, and then overlay the translated text
哎，这蛮厉害的。
back
他
on
把
top of the
旧的
image.
这个语言，他把
All
它
as
提
if
出来，
it
他
was
不是
part
把
of the
后面
original
盖住，他直接把
picture.
语言直接做转换。哎，
I'm
就
pleased
是
to
先
say
从
that
图片
this
里
is
面
now
找
rolling
到
out
文字，
globally on
文字再
Android
直接在
mobile.
现场直接做
So
转
you
换
can。use Lens to
然后
start
把它盖上去
translating
是蛮
text
厉害的。
into context. As you can see with Lens, we want to connect you to the world's information one visual at a time. We're continuing to build upon these capabilities, so I'll now turn to Liz to share more. Liz?
Thanks, Prabhakar. You can already use Lens to search from your camera or photos right from the search bar. But we're introducing a major update to help you search what's on your mobile screen. In the coming months, you'll be able to use Lens to search what you see in photos or videos across the websites and apps you know and love on Android. For example, let's say you get a message from your friend who sent a video exploring Paris. You'd like to learn what the landmark is that you see in the video. So you long press the power button on your phone, bring up Google Assistant, and tap Search Screen. Assistant connects you to Lens, which identifies it as Luxembourg Palace, and you can tap to learn more. Pretty awesome, huh?
这个很厉害。别人传给他影片的时候，他可以直接按下那个 Google 的助理之后，然后去帮他做分析，影片里面去找到里面找到的一些建筑或其他的东西。
It's the combination of words and images that communicate meaning. That's why last year we introduced multi-search in Lens. With multi-search, you can search with a picture and a text together, opening up entirely new ways to express yourself. Say you see a stylish chair, but you want it in a more muted color to match your style. You can use multi-search to find it in beige or another color of yours. Or you spot a floral pattern shirt, but you want it in bleu rouge instead. You can use multi-search for that too. Let's see how that works with a live demo.
所以我看不懂。他的意思应该就是说，当你找到某一些物品的时候，你要找到不同的花色、不同的形式，你都可以直接在这个时候去做一个进阶的多重搜寻，它可以找到不同的花色跟不同的样式给你，是相同的。
All right, we'll do one later in the special Q&A. Okay, so what you can do is you can spot a cool pattern on the notebook, but then you can swipe up to see the text and be able to search on the search box, letting you find something like a rug if you just typed in tapis. Or you can find wallpaper, similar. Okay. This unique ability allows us to mix modalities, like images and text, and it opens up a whole world of possibilities. And you can imagine a future where even more modalities are at play. I'm excited to share that multi-search is now officially live globally on mobile. And that means multi-search is now available in over 70 languages that Lens is in around the world. We've taken multi-search a step further by adding the ability to search locally on mobile in the US. You can take a picture or screenshot of a food dish or item and add near me to find where to get it nearby from the millions of businesses on Google. In the next few months, we'll bring multi-search near me to all the languages and countries for which Lens is available to. So you'll be able to use near me if you want to support a neighborhood business or if you just need to pick something up right away. There are also times when you're already searching and you find something that just catches your eye and it inspires you. So in the next few months, you'll be able to use multi-search globally for any image you see on the search results page on mobile. Once you start using multi-search, it's striking how natural it feels to be able to use multiple senses to search. I hope you give it a try. And with that, back to Rebecca.
然后你可以从这个物品里面找到，比如说更多不同的颜色、样式，然后还有其他的内容。它最主要在强调是，就是说它会从你只是从文字上的搜寻，变成是可以从图片进入这个整个搜寻的一个不一样的地方，包含像是图片跟影片都可以。这蛮重要，就是去了解，就是更深入去了解这些图片或是影片后面它背后的含义。
We've long been pioneers in this space, not just in our research, but also in how we bring those breakthroughs to the world and our products in a responsible way. We've made significant contributions to the scientific community, like developing the transformer, which set the stage for much of the generative AI activity we see today. And we're committed to continuing to bring these technologies to the world in a responsible way that benefits everyone. This is the journey we've been on with large language models, which can make engaging with technology more natural and conversational. Back at I/O in 2021, we unveiled our Lambda AI model, a breakthrough in conversation technology. We're bringing Lambda to an experimental conversational AI service, which we fondly call BARD. You'll be able to interact with BARD to explore complex topics, collaborate in real time, and get creative new ideas. For example, let's say you're in the market for a new car, one that's a good fit for your family.
I want to buy a new car. For my
Bard can
family.
help you think through different
Bard.
angles to consider, from budget to safety and more, and simplify and make sense of them.
这是
Bard's
太猛了
suggestion to
吧！
consider fuel type might spark your
你直
curiosity.
接问他那个 AI 的问题
So
有
you
没
can
有？
ask
他
it
说
to
你要买
explain
台
the
新
pros
车，你
and
有什么
cons
建议？他会
of
告诉
buying
你
an
说，那
electric
你的
car.
预算呢？你要几
Get
人
helpful
坐？你要什么
insights.
特色？安全性怎么样？然后还
We
有它
all
的
know
燃油
that
特
once
色
you
或
buy
什
a
么
new
之类的
car,
然后你
you
还会
have to
问他
plan a
说
road
有哪
trip.
些优点跟怎么
Bard can
样
help you
的
plan
东
your
西
road
这样
trip。so you can take your new car out for a spin.
哇塞，
You might ask Bard
这
to
可以
help
用
you find
这可以用
scenic
中文问
routes,
吗？
interesting
如果有的
places
话，
to
其实蛮
stop
想
along
玩
the
看
way,
的，好像很厉
and
害
fun。things to do when you and your family get to your destination. Bard seeks to combine the breadth of the world's knowledge with the power,
Knowledge
intelligence,
of the power of the
and
language.
creativity of our large language models. It draws on information from the web to provide fresh, high-quality responses. We're releasing Bard initially with our lightweight model version of Lambda. This much smaller model needs significantly less computing power, which means we'll be able to scale it to more users and get more feedback.
哦，真的吗？
We just took our next big step by opening Bard up to trusted testers this week.
Trust testers。
We'll continue to use feedback from internal and external testing to make
So
sure
this
it
目前
meets
还
the
是
high
内部在
bar,
做测试
our
的。
high bar for quality, safety,
Quality,
and
safety.
groundedness before we launch it more broadly.
所以看起来这目前就是只有
Human curiosity is
在
endless, and for many
信任的
years,
凑
we've
色者
helped
才能够
remove
玩这个
roadblocks to information
还
so
不
you
能
can
直接
follow
玩
your
到这个
curiosity wherever it takes you. From learning more about a topic to
robot
understanding a variety of
robots 应该是
viewpoints.
说在路上挡路的那些
People
障碍
often
嘛
turn to
to
Google for quick,
information
factual answers, like what is a constellation? Already today, we give you fast answers for straightforward queries like these. But for many questions,
Constellation.
there's no one right answer, what we call
No
NORA
right answer.
queries.
No
Questions
one
like,
right
what are the best
answer.
constellations
Nora，
to
我也
look
不知道
for
这是什么
when
东东啊，这不是
stargazing?
slang 吗？就是只说俚
For
语。
questions like those, you probably want to explore a diverse range of opinions or perspectives and be connected to the expansive wisdom of the web. That's why we bring in the magic of generative AI directly
Measure of
to your search
generative
results.
AI to your search result。
So soon, if you ask, what are the best constellations to look for when stargazing?
What is the best
New
concept?
generative AI features will help us organize complex information and multiple viewpoints right
Wow.
in search results.
这蛮厉害的耶。
With this, you'll be able to quickly understand the big picture and then
所以
go
他
on to
回答的
explore
问
different
题不会
angles.
只有单一的搜寻，
So
而是
say
有
this
很
new
多的
information on
内容
constellations
去辅
piques
助
your
他的
interest.
论点。
You can dig deeper, for instance, to learn what time of year is best to see them and explore further on the web.
哇哦，
Open access to information is core to our mission. We know people seek authentic voices and diverse perspectives. As we scale these new generative AI features like this in our search results, we continue to prioritize approaches that will allow us to send valuable traffic to a wide range of creators and support a healthy, open web. In fact, we've sent more traffic to the web every year, each year, than the year prior. The potential for generative AI goes far beyond language and text. As we mentioned earlier, one of the most natural ways people engage with information is visually. With
对，因
generative
为
AI,
其实不
we
是
can
用文
already
字的方式
automate
去
360
更
degree spins of
直接的
sneakers
去搜寻
from
这些
just a
东西内
handful
容，而
of
是用
still
图片的
photos,
方式
something
是
that
最
would have
直接
previously
的，因为
required
它可以
merchants to
跨
use
越很
hundreds of
多
product
关于言
photos
语方面的
and
一些障
costly
碍。
technology. As we look ahead, you could imagine how generative AI might enable people to interact with
这
visual
蛮酷的耶，
information
居然
in
直接帮你
entirely
做
new
360
ways.
度的
They might
solutions。
help a local baker collaborate on a cake design with a client, or a toy maker dream up a new creation.
这不会连蛋糕都可以
They。might help someone envision what their kitchen looks like, but with green cabinets instead of wood, or describe and find the perfect complementary pocket square to match a new blazer. In our quest to make search more natural and intuitive, we've gone from enabling you to search with text, to voice, to images, to a combination of modalities, like you saw
所以
with
是文字加
multi-search
上
today that Liz talked about.
图片上的讯息
As we
的
continue to
搜
bring
寻，
generative AI
去更
technology
精
into our
准的
products,
去融
The
入
only limit to
每个人在
search
自然
will be
生活
your
中所要得
imagination.
到的一些答案，而且更容易想象。
beyond our own products, it's important to make it easy, safe,
Generative
scalable
AI.
for others to benefit from these advances. Next month, we'll start onboarding developers, creators, and enterprises so they can try a generative language API, initially powered with Lambda, with a range of models to follow. Over time, we'll create a suite of tools and APIs to make it easy for others to build applications with AI. From Bard
responsible
to the new AI-powered features in search to image generation, APIs, and beyond. When it comes to AI, it's critical that we bring these experiences rooted in the models to the world responsibility. That's why we've been focusing on responsible AI since the very beginning. We were one of the first companies to articulate AI principles. We're also embracing the opportunity to work with creative communities and partners to develop these tools. AI will be the most profound way to expand access to high-quality information and improve the lives of people around the world. We're committed to setting the high standard on how to bring it to people in a way that's both bold and responsible. So far, you've seen how we are applying state-of-the-art AI technologies to help you understand the world's information across languages.
去更了解所有世上的这些
AI is also making it far more natural to make sense of and explore the real world, like with Google Maps. Over to Chris to share more. Come on up, Chris.
所以他的意思是说，他提到这么多的这些技术，要怎么把这样 AI 的东西融入在那个 Google 的地图里面，蛮特别的。
Thanks, Prabhakar. For 18 years, Google Maps has transformed how people make sense of the world. It's a valuable tool for over 1 billion people, helping them avoid traffic jams on the way to work, find restaurants in a new city, and so much more. And the latest in advancements in AI and computer vision are powering the next generation of Google Maps, making it more immersive and sustainable than ever before. Let me show you what I mean. Before Google Maps, getting directions meant physically printing them out on a piece of paper. But Google Maps reimagined what a map could be, bringing live traffic and helpful information about places right to your phone. Now, we're transforming Google Maps once again, evolving our 2D map into a multi-dimensional view of the real world that comes alive, starting with immersive view. Immersive view is a brand new way to explore that's far more natural and intuitive. It uses AI to fuse billions of street view and aerial images to create a rich digital model of the world, letting you truly experience a place before you step inside. Let's take a look at the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam. If you're considering a visit, you can virtually soar over the building, finding the entrances, and get a sense of what's in the area. With the time slider, you can see what it looks like at different times of the day and what the weather will be, so you know when you visit. To help you avoid crowds, we want to point out areas that tend to be busy. So you have all the information you need to confidently make a decision about where to go. If you're hungry, you can explore different restaurants in the neighborhood. You can even glide down the street, peek inside it, and understand the vibe before you book a reservation. This stunning, photorealistic indoor view is powered by neural radiance fields. It's an advanced AI technique that uses 2D images to generate a highly accurate 3D representation that recreates the entire context of a place, including its lighting, the texture of materials, and what's in the background. You can also see if a restaurant's lighting is good for a date night, or if the outdoor view at a cafe is the right place for lunch with friends. Immersive view represents a completely new way to interact with the map, using all the detailed information in Google Maps today and visualizing it in a more intuitive way. We're excited that Immersive View starts rolling out today in London, Los Angeles, New York, San Francisco, and Tokyo. And we're bringing it to more European cities like Amsterdam, Dublin, Florence, and Venice in the coming months. Immersive View is just one example of how artificial intelligence is powering a more visual and intuitive map. It also helps us reimagine how you find places when you're on the go. You heard Prabhakar talk about how your camera is the new keyboard, and that's also true for the map. Search with Live View uses AI paired with augmented reality to help you visually find things nearby, like ATMs, restaurants, and transit hubs, just by lifting up your phone. We recently launched Search with Live View in several cities, including here in Paris. In the coming months, we'll start expanding it to more places like Barcelona, Dublin, and Madrid. Let's head outside to where Rachel will show us how it works. Over to you, Rachel.
Thanks, Chris. I'm out here scoping out the neighborhood. Whenever I come to a new city, I'm always on the hunt for great coffee. So let's see what I can find. Tapping on the camera icon in the search bar, I'm able to see coffee shops, as well as other categories of places like restaurants, bars, and stores. I can even see places that are out of my field of view. So I'm really able to get a sense of what this neighborhood has to offer at a glance. But let's look at coffee shops specifically, because I really need some caffeine. Alright, so it looks like we have a few good coffee options right around here. I'm able to see if these places are open, if they're busy right now, and if they're highly rated. This one looks pretty good, so I'm going to tap on it to learn more. Alright. Okay, this looks pretty good. It has a high star rating. This looks really tasty and cute. Alright, and it's not too busy right now, so I'm going to head over there and grab an espresso. Back to you, Chris.
Wow, thanks, Rachel. As you can see, pairing our AI with AR is transforming how we interact with the world. Augmented reality can be especially helpful when navigating tricky places indoors, like airports, train stations, and shopping centers. We launched Indoor Live View in select cities to help you do just that. It uses AR arrows to help you find things like nearest elevators, baggage claim, and food courts. Today, we're excited to announce that we're embarking on the largest expansion of Indoor Live View to date. We're bringing it to 1,000 new venues in cities like Berlin, London, New York, Tokyo, and right here in Paris in the coming months. Today, you've seen how the future of maps is becoming more visual and immersive. But we're also making it more sustainable. It's all about helping people make the sustainable choice the easy choice. We recently launched eco-friendly routing in Europe to help you choose the most fuel-efficient, energy-efficient route to your destination, whether you drive a petrol, diesel, electric, or hybrid vehicle. And as we're seeing more drivers embrace electric vehicles, we're launching new maps features for EVs with Google built in to make sure you have enough charge, no matter where you're headed. First, to help alleviate range anxiety, we'll use AI to suggest the best charging stop, whether you're taking a road trip or just running errands nearby. We'll factor in traffic, charge level, and the energy consumption of your trip. If you're in a rush, we'll help you find stations where you can charge your car quickly with our new very fast charging filter. For many cars, this can give you enough power to fill up and get back on the road in less than 40 minutes. Lastly, we're making it easier to see when places like supermarkets have charging stations on site with a new EV icon. So if you're on your way to pick up groceries, you can choose a store that also lets you charge your car. Look out for these maps features in the coming months for cars with Google built in, wherever EV charging is available. To help drivers make the shift to electric vehicles, we're focused on creating great EV experiences across all of our products. For instance, in Waze, we'll soon be making it easy for drivers to specify their EV plug types so they can find the right charging station along their route. But we're not just focused on driving. In many places, people are choosing more sustainable options like walking, biking, or taking transit. On Google Maps, we're making it even simpler to get around with new glanceable directions. For example, when you're walking, you can track your journey right from your route overview. It's perfect for those times when you need to see your path. We'll give you easy access to updated ETAs and show you where to make the next turn. information that was previously only available by using our comprehensive navigation mode. Glanceable directions start rolling out globally on Android and iOS in the coming months. Making the global impact requires everyone to come together, including cities, people, and businesses. That's why we've worked with cities for years to provide key insights through Environmental Insights Explorer, or EIE, a free platform designed to help cities measure emissions. The Dublin City Council has been using EIE to analyze bicycle usage across the city and implement smart transportation policies. And in Copenhagen, we're using Street View cars to measure hyperlocal air quality with Project AirView. With this data, the city is designing low-emission zones and exploring ways to build schools and playgrounds away from high-pollution areas.
Ooh.
These are just a few ways that AI is helping us reimagine the future of Google Maps, making it more immersive and sustainable for both people and cities around the world. And now I'll turn it over to Marcia to talk about the work we're doing in Europe with Google Arts and Culture.
他们在欧洲还有做 Arts and Culture， 就是指艺术啦，然后跟文化的东西，应该是指说有一些艺术品或一些东西，它可以用 AI 的方式去做，不知道做什么东西，可以帮忙找吗？
It's exciting to see how Google Maps keeps getting more helpful. For the past decade, our daily work at Google Arts and Culture has also been about finding new pathways, specifically those at the intersection of technology and culture. Together with our 3,000 partners from over 80 countries, we brought dinosaurs to life in virtual reality, digitized and preserved the famed Timbuktu manuscripts, recrafted a destroyed Mayan limestone staircase, and found a way for us humans to find our four-legged friend's doppelganger in famous artworks. As for the latter, at least one of Chris's dogs apparently spent previous life in Renaissance Venice. Perhaps you might also have heard of our work through our popular art selfie feature, which helped over 200 million people find their doppelganger in famous artworks. But what you probably didn't know is that art selfie was actually the first on-device AI application from Google, and we have applied AI to cultural pursuits in our Google Arts and Culture Lab in Paris for over 5 years. So today I'd like to show you what artificial intelligence in the hands of creatives and cultural experts can achieve. For our first example, I would like to welcome the blobs to the digital stage.
这什么歌？他唱歌吗？四个不同。
Thank you, blobs.
Blob.
Now, some of you might recognize the hallmarks of good opera right away. Bass, tenor, mezzo-soprano, and soprano. And if you aren't familiar with the world of opera singing, this experiment, created in collaboration with artist David Lee, is for you and will be your gateway to learn more. For Blob Opera, we teamed up with 4 professional opera singers whose voices trained a neural network, essentially teaching the AI algorithm how to sing and harmonize. So when you conduct the blobs to create your very own opera,
这是 AI 的东西，然后事实上是用人的声音去配它的那个高低音跟各个的音阶，让那个 AI 去学习他们要怎么发出这个声音。
Give it a try and join the many people from around the world who have spent over 80 million minutes in this playful AI experiment to learn about opera.
学歌剧这件事情。
As you've seen and heard, AI can create new and even playful ways for people to engage with culture. But it can also be applied to preserve intangible heritage. As Prabhakar shared earlier, access to language and translation tools is a powerful way to make the world's information more accessible to everyone. But I was surprised to learn that out of the 7,000 languages spoken on Earth, more than 3,000 are currently under threat of disappearing. Amongst them, Maori, Louisiana Creole, Sanskrit, and Kalabari. To support these communities in preserving and sharing their languages, we created an easily usable language preservation tool called Woolaroo, which, by the way, is the word for photo in the Aboriginal language of a Yagambeh. So how does it work? Once you open Woolaroo in your mobile phone's browser, select one of the 17 languages currently featured, and just take a photo of your surroundings. Woolaroo, with the help of AI-powered object recognition, will then try to identify what is in the frame and match it against its growing library of words. For me, this tool is special because it shows how AI can help to make a tangible difference for communities and real people, like the ones shown here, in their struggle to preserve their unique heritage. Now let's have a look at AI in the service of cultural institutions and how it can help uncover what has been lost or overlooked. Women on the forefront of science have often not received proper credit or acknowledgement for their essential work. To take another step to rectify this, we teamed up with researchers at the Smithsonian American Women's History Initiative and developed an experimental AI-driven research tool that, first, compares archival records across history by connecting different nodes in the metadata. Secondly, it's able to identify women scientists on variations in their name, because sometimes they have to do things like use their husband's name in a publication. And third, it's capable of analyzing image records to cluster and recover female contributors. The initial results have been extremely promising, and we can't wait to apply this technology to uncover even more accomplishments of women in science. Preserving cultural heritage online is core to our mission. We work hard to ensure that the knowledge and treasures provided by our cultural partners show up where it's of most benefit, when people are searching online. Say you search for Artemisia Gentileschi, the most successful yet often overlooked female painter of the Baroque period. You'll be able to explore her many of her artworks, including Self-Portrait of St. Catherine, that have been provided by our partner, the National Gallery of London, in high resolution. When you click on it, you'll be able to zoom into the brushstroke level to see all the rich detail of the work. You'll never be able to get that close in the museum. What's more, you're actually able to bring this and many other artworks right into your home. Just click on the View and Augmented Reality button on your mobile phone to teleport Artemisia's masterpiece in its original size right in front of you. But culture doesn't stop at classical art. So keep your eyes open for a variety of 3D and augmented reality assets provided by cultural institutions. One of my favorite, besides the James Webb Space Telescope, is one of the most popular queries for students, the periodic table, for which I'm happy to announce will triple the number of available languages to include French, Spanish, German, and more in the coming weeks. 3D and AR models in Google search really unlock people's curiosity. And in the past year alone, we've seen an 8x increase in people engaging with AR models contributed by Google Arts and Culture partners to explore and learn. Those are just some of the examples of what awaits at the intersection of artificial intelligence and culture, and how we work with our partners to make more culture available online. I invite you to discover all of that and much more in the Google Arts and Culture app. Thank you, and back to Prabhakar.
可惜台湾没有 Arts and Culture， 据讲台湾没有这样的产品可以去做下载去做应用。
Thanks, Marcia. Today, you saw how we are applying state-of-the-art AI technologies to make our information products more helpful for you, to create experiences that are as multidimensional as the people who rely on them. We call this making search more natural and intuitive. But for you, we hope that it means that when you next seek information, you won't be confined by the language it originated in. You won't be constrained to typing words in a search box. And you won't be beholden to a single way of searching. Although we are 25 years into search, I dare say that our story has just begun. We are even more exciting AI-enabled innovations in the world that will change the way people search, work, and play. We are reinventing what it means to search, and the best is yet to come. Thank you all. Merci.
Merci， 感谢。更好的还没有来，看就这样结束了，这么开心。好哦，
讲新的技术，
看起来结束了，耶！谢谢各位同学。
简单浓缩一下。
好，我简单浓缩一下，要跟大家说明一下呢，就是其实这个其实比较针对就是在 AI 啊，实际上在我们生活上的应用。那他刚刚有提到有很多的有几个3大的面向嘛。第一个你看到就是如果我们用 视觉化的去做搜寻呢，其实是最直接的。我等一下他等一下会播其他东西，我先把它跳出来，等一下哈，就是他等一下播其他东西有声音，就是说它内容最主要在讲的东西，就是说，就是因为不管是地图啊或相机这些东西呢，其实是我们直接实际上使用搜寻引擎非常多的一个大项。那如果说我们除了只用文字的方式做搜寻之外，我们可以透过多重的方式去做搜寻。好，比如说你搜寻的时候，它可以透过它的 Google 的 AI 的这个叫 Bard， 不叫 Brad， 好，因为它 BARD， 我以为是 Brad 比特那个 Brad， 但不是，是 Bard， 他说叫 Bard， 好，那个 Google 执行长说是 Bard， 就是 Bard， 然后 Bard 呢，它就是这样的一个技术呢，它可以去分辨它的搜寻的意思。比如说你今天问他说今天天气怎么样，他除了跟你讲说今天天气很好，17度这样之类，他下面还会告诉你说，建议说，那你是不是如果是明天的温度大概会怎么样？接下来的怎样，他会有很多的一些阶段的东西去做的延伸。因为他刚刚在讲嘛，就是如果我想要买台新车给我们家的话，那我要怎么考虑？他现在不是有写出嘛，就是你要几人座的啊，然后你要多少的大小税金啊，什么之类，都开始列下去。所以它的 AI 的搜寻方式变得是更接近于自然我们在生活中的时候会做搜寻的这件事情。因为我们现在在做搜寻时，我就在文字上面就打一行文字而已，而不会用多重。比如说你今天想要知道一个问题怎么解决，它不一定只有一行字可以做表达，或者是你要用你的手去 key 很多的字。所以其实透过相机啊、影片这些东西的部分，其实是更快、更直觉的，或者是说你在文字上的搜寻可以达到就是更多重的意识去做复合式的搜寻，那会更好。所以他最主要在讲这件事情，他在讲说 Google 的 AI 呢的演进从，因为那个他刚刚讲那个 LaMDA 嘛 Lambda 的那个模型是从2021年的时候 Google I/O 的时候就在做发表的。它等于是说它搜寻的时候，它可以扩增到很多的点线面的延伸。比如说我刚刚讲的，就是今天天气如何延伸到明天天气怎么样，然后要不要带伞这些东西的问题，它把这些相关的东西都把它连接成一个一个的节点，然后去做展开。然后在去年的时候，他发表的东西呢是在做这样的模型的时候，他在做不同的语言转换的时候呢，他把两个的 cross refer 的时候，他不会中间一定要经过比如说英文或是其他的一个主要的语言，然后去做 translate， 而是可以透过他们两个的模型去比对他们最接近的一个模式，然后得到更好的搜寻的答案。但我觉得都很深啦，因为其实我就只是看他在做展示而已，其实我也不是念这一块的东西，所以没那么懂。但是意思就是在讲，就是说 Google 认为啊，就是最好的搜寻方式呢，他们已经在这搜寻的领域做了25年了。那最好搜寻方式呢，他们不断的在做精进跟进步。那这些东西都是他们实际上应用，比如说你刚刚看到嘛，就是在室内里面会告诉你说，你如果要去电梯要往哪边走，然后你要去吃什么东西会有哪边，然后甚至可以拿你的相机呢开始搜寻你的街景，然后看到呢街景上面你要找一杯咖啡的时候呢，你可以直接看到 Google 地图上面它有几颗星的 review 在上面。然后你进去里面的时候，它甚至有些地方呢有更沉浸式的，让你去知道说这家店的气氛啊、氛围啊、菜单怎么样。对，那它当然是陆续开放给不同城市啊。反正它的意思就是说，下个月或下个月开始的时候呢，台北可能就会有了。如果有的话，我们再去玩看。反正我们在台北嘛。好啦，也差不多了。那因为这种软体的东西其实蛮硬的啊，我觉得。它不像那个硬体的东西，看完之后就是很爽啊，想要买啊，有售价啊，然后拍起来啊，东西怎么样之类的。
但是这个东西其实就是看一个知道现在到底有什么科技、什么技术啦，全新的。那这些软体什么的，我觉得也可能之后跟一些硬体也有关系，硬体结合软体嘛。
对啊，因为它的东西就是会用到这些软体的技术啊。因为你也知道说 Google 是做软体起家嘛，硬体只是它后来要实现这个软体的表达方式一种终端的一个方式，所以它就是一个不一样的一个方法这样子。好啦，那么感谢各位同学跟着我们过了45分钟的这段奇幻旅程啊，有看有懂，没看没懂都没关系啦，反正大家开心就好了这样。
看着我玩游戏玩45。
对。那未来的话呢，如果说有比较偏就是软硬体的东西，然后或者说发表会刚好是在我们可以直播的时间的话，会跟大家分享这样。那我看得懂，知道多少就跟大家说。看不懂的话呢，之后我们陆续再看其他不同的报道啊，去做其他的部分啊。刚刚他讲那个 Bard， 就是那个目前的那个 AI 的那个内容啊，好像只有给少数的信任者可以玩这样。不 不然我也想自己玩玩看。我看他的那个回答的问题也蛮特别，而且他跟现在的那个 ChatGPT 最不一样的地方是什么？你知道吗？就是 ChatGPT 是用2021年之前的事情做成的资料库，然后去做回答的。可是刚刚那个 Bard 居然是用即时的方式去做搜寻的哦。
是哦。
所以看起来可以问他很多很直接很快的问题，这样蛮有趣的。反正就在看。那其实再跟你补充一点，微软也在做 AI。所以现在应该有3家比较大的，你知道那个 ChatGPT 是哪一家投资的吗？其实是 Amazon。Amazon 投资的是那个 ChatGPT， 最近非常的红。然后刚刚你看到 Google， 它好不容易就是不演了，就是要发表他们的那个 Bard， 告诉你说就是他们的 AI 的技术。那微软的话也要做新的技术，以后未来应该有蛮多不同家都不断的在 AI 人工智慧的部分呢去做在。
我是不是动到？
有可能哦。好啦，那么我们就先到这边喽。好，可能大家听得到我们声音，可能又听不到了这样子。对，那大家。